Hey, what's up? And let's talk about planks. So, using planks is one of my favorite ways to strengthen the muscles of your core, but it is a big bang move, meaning that like we touch on every single muscle in our body when we do a plank. So, there's tons of benefits here, but not only just for strengthening our body, but really my favorite thing about planks is the injury prevention that we get from this when we strengthen up these muscles all around our core. Helps protect our back, which is one of the places where we see the most injuries, especially for moms who are constantly bending over, picking up kids and doing all sorts of things that we have to do. So today I want to teach you about how to do a plank really well. The foundational plank that we like to do is up on our hands and our feet. So to set this up, what you're going to do is put your hands directly underneath your shoulders. Your middle fingers are pointing straight out ahead, and then you push back through your heels. Pull your shoulders back from your ears and squeeze your stomach muscles in super tight around your spine so that you get this beautiful, straight, long line from the crown of your head down to your heels. Now, a lot of times I see people kind of tuck down through their chin. So a good place for your eyes to look is just right down in front of your fingertips. And I'm tired. So realistically, when we first start, I've been working on this for a really long time, but when we first start working on planks, it is really tough to hold that position. And some really common mistakes that happen either is people push their hips up really high because it's too much work for their stomach to stay down here, or I see this a lot where people don't have the strength to keep pulling up through the stomach and they kind of drop down. So what we're looking for is keeping our hips up right in line with the shoulders. And if you can't do that, it's all good. You can work the same muscles in your core by doing the same thing on your knees. So what you would do instead of pushing back on your feet is come into this kneeling position. But what matters is that your hips do not stay up. Your hips come down, just like we would work on our toes, getting them right in line with your spine. So you've got this long line from the crown of your head down through your tailbone. Now, what we think about when we are doing a plank in order to activate these core muscles really well is squeezing everything in. So what I always think about is pulling your hip bones right up under towards your rib cage, and it's like you want to squeeze that little space in and pull everything in like you're cinching up a belt around your stomach. So that gives you that really awesome core brace, and you just hold this as long as you can, breathing all the way through this. And when you need to come down and rest, you come on your knees, do that same thing, keep pulling in the stomach muscles, and when that's too much, you just come back and rest. Okay, now that's our straight arm plank variation. The other way that we love to do these is down on our elbows. And when we come down here, this puts significantly more work into our stomach and out of our arms and our chest. So this is the most challenging place to do this, also because we are working almost completely horizontally to the floor. So the same thing here, you're going to try to keep your hips in line with your shoulders. If they're coming up or if they're coming down, that's a sign that the best place for you to work is actually down on your knees. And so you would drop your butt down, squeeze those stomach muscles in tight, hip bones to rib cage, and keeping the eyes looking forward. All right. The other planks that are amazing are side planks, which you can do either on your hand, but my favorite is on your elbow because our core is not only front and back, it goes all the way around 360 degrees. And so these side core muscles are really important for things like balance and stability through your core. So for this one, you set your elbow up directly underneath your shoulder, so you've got good alignment. And the same thing, you're going to try to make one straight line with your body here, so we've got really good alignment. I'm going to do this with my bottom knee down to show you first. Okay, you can lift up, you can hold your hip, whatever feels good. And we're pushing down with that bottom knee and trying to lift the rib cage up away from the floor so that we get this great activation on the side of the stomach. All right, this is where most of us need to do our side planks, but if you're a superstar, the other option is to either scissor your legs or to stack your legs. Again, pushing those hips up really high. So this is great. You're going to feel this through your hips all the way up this side of the stomach and a lot in your shoulder. It is all good if you feel those there. So that's how we do some great planks. If you have questions about this, reach out to me, let me know, and good luck with your planking. I'm cheering you on.